is going to destroy this trailer. You can tell by the title. Oh boy. Are y'all ready? I'm ready. Let's get it.
Is there anything more depressing than dating in your 30s?
Yes. Yes, there is.
The transformations are triggered by anger and fear.
Those are like the baseline of any woman just existing.
Yes, yes.
Your ass looks crazy right now. Can we get some shots, please? It's an emergency.
One of the most bizarre practices in the comic book industry for me is the duplication of existing characters. Because, you know, why go to the trouble of creating entirely new superheroes with their own unique origin stories, powers, abilities, strengths, weaknesses, and enemies, when you can just gender swap an existing one and call it a day? That's how we ended up with creative prolapses like Superwoman, Supergirl, Batwoman, Batgirl, Ironheart, Spider-Woman, Mighty Thor.
So many. There's so many characters that have been tokenized.
Aquagirl, Lady Deadpool, Captain Carter, Polaris, Lady Punisher, and the latest dead end of a man.
I didn't know there was a Lady Punisher.
Screens by Disney Marvel is She-Hulk,
Holy
attorney
shit.
at law.
She hot?
And she's super smart,
Hot?
funny and cool.
Hot?
Yes, she's hot, super.
Nice.
Ever wondered what would happen if the Incredible Hulk was a woman and she somehow retained the ability to think and talk rationally while transformed so that she could go about her daily life as a 7-foot-tall green monster? Nah, me neither. And yet here we are, staring down the barrel of another Marvel TV show that's about to drop. Fuck me, these things multiply quicker than a pocket calculator. You know, between the MCU content factory and the dozen or so Star Wars shows that are currently in the works, it makes me wonder if Disney's business strategy is a bit like a First World War general. Just throw so many bodies at the enemy that eventually you'll overwhelm them with the sheer weight of numbers. Anyway, I digress. So the premise here is that Jennifer Walters is a lawyer who has great friends, a demanding job, and a frustrating family. I know this because I was able to pick up on the subtle hints dropped in the trailer, you see.
I'm Jennifer Walters. I'm a lawyer. I have great friends, a demanding job, and a frustrating family.
Jennifer specializes in superhero law, which basically means she cleans up the legal mess left behind by superhumans rampaging across the planets. Great, maybe she could start by prosecuting Wanda for crimes against humanity. Hey look, remember Tim Roth from The Incredible Hulk? Nah, me neither, but there he is anyway.
Oh yeah!
I mean, I thought he was still transformed into Abomination when I saw him in Shang-Chi, but nah, who
Like, I
cares?
saw Abomination, but I just
Jen is
didn't-
Bruce Banner's cousin. Wait, what? Cousin? Because I'm pretty sure there's like a 20-year age gap between Mark Ruffalo and Tatiana Maslany, but yeah, whatever. For some reason, she decides to go through the same process that Bruce did to become the Hulk. Why would you voluntarily undergo such a traumatic, dangerous,
That's not how it
life-altering
happened
procedure?
before, though, right?
Don't know. But check out this wacky dialogue where Bruce explains the process to her.
Didn't she get a blood transfusion
Transformations
from
are
him?
triggered by anger and fear.
Those are like the baseline of any woman just existing.
You know, call me crazy, but I feel like this show's trying to tell us something. Also, I couldn't help but laugh at the idea that somewhere out there in the multiverse, the procedure totally didn't work and Bruce was responsible for turning his cousin into human kebab meats.
Let's see
But
what
of course,
happens.
it does work for
How
Jen,
she
and before
actually
you know it,
gets it.
she's smashing shit up with the best of them. Unfortunately, being a super strong monster lady is just such a drag.
Just want to be a normal, anonymous lawyer.
Probably should have undergone an experimental procedure to permanently alter your physiology and turn you into a 7-foot-tall monster lady then, should you? But hey, apparently she's still able to go to work and publicity events like nothing happened, so yeah, sure, okay. I mean, credit where credit's due, at least the showrunners went for a somewhat aesthetically pleasing version of She-Hulk, instead of a big green square with a face drawn on it like the more recent comic books.
Your ass looks
Yeah,
crazy.
she looks like that
You
now.
know, if the point of a show like this is to dismantle stereotypes about modern women being vacuous, superficial, vanity-obsessed narcissists, then lines like this really aren't helping the cause. Also, check out these absolute chads dutifully hanging around in the background. I'm sure their wives' boyfriends must be very proud of them. One of the questions I often ask myself as a writer is, how can I make my protagonist unlikable as fuck? And after watching this trailer, I do believe that I've found the answer. Just have them act completely dismissive and disrespectful towards their far more popular, successful, and well-written predecessors. Like this charming line right here.
Oh, I'm not a superhero. That is for billionaires and narcissists and adult orphans.
Really? So it's just rich people and narcissists who become heroes, eh? Well, Steve Rogers, Natasha Romanoff, Peter Parker, Peter Quill, Clint Barton, and your own fucking cousin would beg to differ, Jen. And yeah, I know they had to add in that orphan line at the end to try to cover their own arses, but I think we can all see the glass ceiling analogy that the writers are awkwardly trying to draw here. And to cap it all off, I give you this pièce de résistance. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is what the MCU is now. You know, it's weirdly depressing when you first hear about a new project and you feel like you can predict exactly how it's going to play out, only for it to totally meet every single one of your expectations. She-Hulk, I guess, is pretty emblematic of where the MCU is heading as a creative property, and now there's not even an attempt to hide it. At least shows like Hawkeye, Loki, and Moon Knight had the good grace to do a bait and switch, teasing the prospect of interesting stories before hitting us with the message. But now I guess they've just decided, fuck it, we're not even going to bother with that kind of subterfuge. Jennifer Walters doesn't come across as the kind of person I'd want to spend an entire episode with, never mind an entire season. She comes across as whiny and irritating in her human persona, and arrogant and condescending once she becomes the Hulk. Who wants to bet that she uses her newfound strength and confidence to take revenge on some toxic males that gave her shit in the opening episode, or assert herself against condescending male bosses who never listened to her before? I'd like to point out that Stephen from Moon Knight never got to do that kind of thing despite facing exactly the same situation. One of the things that made projects like Loki, Black Widow, and Doctor Strange 2 so difficult to watch was witnessing the destruction and humiliation of characters that I used to like and respect, so that they could be used to launch next products. Luckily though, I never gave much of a shit about Bruce Banner, especially the version played by Mark I Care About Current Thing Ruffalo, so as far as I'm concerned, they're fucking welcome to him. Do your worst, She-Hulk. Ultimately, the memeing potential of a show like this is probably going to launch 1,000 shitposting accounts, and if you're the kind of person that just wants to see a big strong lady beat up on a bunch of pathetic males, then I guess this could be the show for you. For anyone else who expects decent entertainment with a bit of thought and creativity behind it, well, maybe there are things more depressing than dating in your 30s. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. Go away now.
Oh, man. Well, I hope everyone's wrong, including myself, and I hope this is a great series. We're just gonna have to see. The drinker's usually right, though. And I agree with him with most of his reviews. So, yeah. Post comments down below. Let me know what you all thought. This was funny as hell. Make sure you subscribe to The Critical Drinker. And if you enjoyed my reaction, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Woo!